Assalamu alaikum. This is the second part of exposing brothers on Facebook. Um, I think overall it may help some sisters, but I think overall it's wrong. I think it's a form of fitna, and I also think it's un-Islamic. It's not of good manners. I think the responsibility needs to fall upon the Islamic community. Our Ummah needs to protect our sisters. Our Ummah needs to teach brothers how to be better husbands. We need to start protecting ourselves. Mothers need to start protecting their daughters. Fathers need to start protecting their daughters. New shahadas needs to be much more cautious. Spend more time in class rather than trying to find a husband. Um, I've been Muslim for 2 years now, and I can say that I've benefited from taking classes than running and just getting married. I think it's best to learn your religion. You need to know your rights in a marriage. And it's really sad because a lot of the times when you go and you hear the hutbah, it's always about how to be a good Muslim wife. It's rarely about how to be a good Muslim husband. We're constantly being told about our husband's rights, and it seems ours are constantly being ignored or pushed to the side. Both of our rights are very important to know. New shahadas, they don't necessarily know their rights unless another sister is telling them. It is your obligation as a Muslim to learn Islamic knowledge. And even I'm still learning. I've said some stupid stuff on my YouTube videos, but that just shows that I'm still learning. But also that there are things I've said that I still stand by. So really, we need to be very careful. That page on Facebook, I'm not going to say what the title is. I'm not going to promote it. So I'm not going to tell you how to even find it, because I'm not even trying to go deep into that. But I think overall the page does more damage to our ummah. Yes, it's exposing supposed brothers who may be bad Muslims, but at the same time, we're not supposed to do it within that fashion. If you're going to expose someone, you basically, I know I have my finger. It's best to do it the Islamic way. But at the same time, like I said before, our ummah needs to start taking more responsibility for each other and protecting sisters, because it's obviously that some of these brothers don't know how to be husbands, and it's obvious that some of these sisters do not know or understand their rights. They really don't understand it. And it's just really sad to see Muslim women who are abused. They have no financial power. So if they leave their husband, they have practically no way of supporting themselves. The only people they can go to is to their communities. And as we know, sometimes the community can only help you so much. Allah will not help a nation until they help themselves. Every time I hear that, I'm reminded that every time I want to change a situation in my life, I not only have to pray and cry out to Allah, but I actually have to take action. I have to try to do something to change my life, to change my situation. I mean, sisters, some of us sisters are living in poverty, and we're married. It's really scary. It really scares me, because it can easily happen to any sisters, especially when it says it's best to stay home, and then your husband leaves you and you have all of these kids, and what are you supposed to do? Especially if you have no college education, no job. training, no family, because a lot of us are reverts, so don't forget a lot of our family do not support the fact that we've became Muslim. We need to support each other. I think that's very important. We need to, sisters, if you see a brother is about to marry a bad Muslim, you are responsible to go and tell that sister, put her in a corner and tell her, yo, this is who you're marrying. Now, if she wants to still run down the aisle, fine. That's her issue. But know that you at least went out of your way to explain to her who she was marrying. I mean, it's just amazing how some of us, like, remain silent. You know, I'm personally, if I see someone and I know he's no good, I'm going to tell. I'm going to put that sister in the corner and tell her. Now, if she doesn't want to accept it, fine. But I'm not going to have that on my back, knowing that I knew somebody was no good and she went ahead and married him. I'm not going to do that. And overall, exposing people on Facebook, it's a form of fitna. You know, it's not really a good thing. But at the same time, can I understand where some of these sisters are coming from? Of course I do. Nobody is protecting you. The only person who's protecting you is Allah, and you have to call out to him. It's crazy, you know, that you have to create a Facebook page just to expose these men because the Ummah is not protecting you. It's not doing its job. You know, and not all parts. I'm not speaking in terms of all Muslims. So please don't generalize and say, oh, she's talking about all Muslims. I'm not. I'm just speaking of things I've been seeing lately. There's a lot of fitna, you know, and it's kind of scary because that sisters have to create a page in order to expose bad Muslims because their imam is not protecting them. Nobody is. You know, it's just really sad. And these men are allowed to go and marry their next victim. Astaghfirullah. And then you ask why sisters have Facebook pages exposing bad brothers, because who's there to protect them? I'm speaking in terms of human beings on this earth. Who's there? Well, guys, I'm done because I'm just tired of talking about it. Like, it's a Saturday, and I have things to do. I don't stay home. I'm not your average Muslima. Like, I don't stay home. I work. I do other things. I have friends. I have a life. So, not that staying home means that you don't have, you know, a life. I'm just more socially active. So, and I'm gone, guys. Life is waiting outside. Assalamu alaikum. I'm trying to turn this off. Let me see if I can turn this off.